is up, YouTube? Crazy Chef D here with Kiran in the background, and I'm making this video to explain to you guys basically what happened to Kiran and what is this transmission issue and etc. etc. I'll try to go through it as quickly as possible because I don't want this video becoming insanely long. But yeah, let's get to it. It's kind of hard to explain, but yes, it has to do with the 17-inch rims, and no, it does not also have to do with the 17-inch rims at the same time. Basically, in the older Continental GT 650s and Interceptor 650s, there is a transmission issue that can crop up after 3.5 years or something, depending on how much you abuse your bike. That kind of has to do with shorter gearing ratio because of the 17-inch rims, but also the older Continental GT 650s apparently have a third gear issue that can come up in your bike also with slightly aggressive riding and stuff, and basically it can make your third gear slip, and that can be a very expensive issue. So what I've basically done is I have replaced the stock 15-inch sprocket with the a larger 15-tooth sprocket with the larger 16-tooth sprocket, the front sprocket basically, that goes over there, right here, and that has changed the experience of the bike significantly. I would say it is now closer to stock gearing ratios, and with a little extra boost on the top end as well. Low speeds are much better, doesn't stay in the power band completely, it slightly stays under the power band, so that also means better mileage. And yeah, basically it is something you should definitely look into if you're doing the 17-inch rim conversion, because of course that will give you better mileage, larger gear ratios closer to stock, but also it will save the life of your transmission. And that issue, the third gear issue, can be quite an expensive issue for you to fix, to be honest. Thankfully I didn't I got saved from massive expenditures, but yeah, like the entire third gear, fifth gear gearing mesh gets messed up, and it can cost you easily around 30k to replace that, but also another additional 10k just for labor and stuff, and yeah, that can turn out to be quite an expense. So yeah, if you do the 17-inch conversion, and especially even if you don't, definitely look into going for the 16-tooth sprocket on the front. That will save your life, your transmission life, as well as your mileage significantly. What's up, guys? So I was sitting and editing the video that you're watching right now, and I kind of realized I wasn't clear about a few things, and basically I want to give you guys that clarity, and I decided to shoot this closing of the video basically. And the thing is, yes, the sprocket, the transmission issue does have to do with 17-inch rims to a certain degree, in the sense that it probably happened faster for me than it will happen for you, because it does not entirely have to do with the 17-inch rims, and the Royal Enfield contacts I was going through for this issue, and people I was in touch with were basically saying that yes, it is issue even in stock bikes. Your third gear will eventually at some point go false neutral, and you'll have to get it changed, and it basically has to do something with the gearing mesh basically, and your third gear and fifth gear will both basically go out of commission. And like I said previously in the video, yeah, the issue can cost you from around 30k, basically around 30k, if your bike is not in warranty when the issue comes up. And my issue came up for me like 3 years after, after 3 years, like a month or so after 3 years. Classic. So classic case of, you know, your warranty running out and an expensive issue cropping up. But yeah, so no, it does not have to do with the 17-inch rims, but it has to do with a bike issue that got accelerated in my case because of 17-inch rims, but can get accelerated for even a stock bike. For example, if you were to do the 14 tooth smaller sprocket from the 15 tooth sprocket, and if you were to do something like that, it would accelerate the issue for you as well. And the 17-inch rims basically work the same way as the 14 tooth sprocket. So if you're doing the 17-inch conversion, definitely do the 16 tooth sprocket with that. Like, those two things have to be together. Like, they have to be in tandem. Like, yes, you can run the bike for a year, 2 years with just the 17-inch rims and not with the sprocket, but because the power band sits right in the third gear, your third gear will get messed up a lot faster. Like, because even while cruising with 17-inch rims or with the 14 tooth sprocket, you're right in the power band, and it's not the stock gearing ratio that you have with stock sprocket, stock front sprocket, and stock tire rims and tires. But the fix is the 16 tooth sprocket for this. Like, if you do the 17-inch rims and you do the 16 tooth sprocket, you basically come back to the stock gearing ratio that was given to you when when you bought the bike, or your bike was stock. And also, I would suggest that get your bikes checked at the service center, because when I was at the service center, there were like 4 or 5 different stock bikes with the same exact issue, and they didn't have 17-inch rims, they didn't have any custom sprocket, they were fully stock, but they had the same exact issue where the third gear was gone, but with the only difference that they were slightly newer bikes, so they had their warranties still intact, and my warranty was over. So thankfully, because of my relationship with the company and stuff, like, I got saved from a massive amount of the expenditure. I had to pay a lot less, but I understand that that might not happen for a lot of you. So definitely get your third gear checked, get your gearing mesh checked while your bike is still in warranty, and or basically abuse your bike as much as you can before your warranty runs out, so the issue comes up earlier. Would be my suggestion. But yes, definitely 100%, if you do the 17-inch rims, do the 16 tooth sprocket with that in tandem, because that will save you from this issue definitely, or at least delay the issue as much as possible. I am not fully aware of the complete details as to how, like, if this is a recall issue, if the transmission issue is something that like, I'm not fully aware of the details, but it does exist in stock bikes. It is a problem that comes up. I have been told so by people in Royal Enfield. So keep that in mind and stay safe, ride safe. And if you have any questions about this entire issue or anything like that, just drop them below in the comments and I will read them and reply to them. And share this video with your friends so they know. And if you like this kind of content, please like the video. It helps me out a lot and it will kind of motivate me to keep making content like this for you guys. So also, this is not the kind of content I usually make, vlogging and talking to a camera, but yeah, I mean, it's something I'm trying to get used to. So if you guys drop a like, I will know that it's working, or drop a dislike, I'll know it's not working, whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.